So today I'm going to be sharing you about absolute value in maths, starting from the definition of absolute value. So what is absolute value? As we know in maths, absolute value is talking about the magnitude of number. Means that the length of a number which it have from zero. For example, if we take one number, so we can define it as a distance from zero, or the magnitude of number from zero. So you are not going to be considering the sign of a number when you are talking about absolute value. Just don't mention the sign. Just only take the magnitude of a number. Again, it is the magnitude of number without considering the direction. Without considering the direction. So these two definitions can be defined. What absolute value means. Absolute value means these two. So now, starting from the formula, absolute value can be write like this: is equal with. Since we are saying always the absolute value of any number is always positive. Let me say x is any number, any integer, any number. So it can be two definition. One, it can be x if x is greater than or equal to 0, right? For example, what absolute value of 5? It is 5. What absolute value of 10? Let's say x is any number, so we can say 10, we can say 50, any number. So what absolute value of x is x, because x is greater than or equal to 0. So what absolute value of 5 is 5. What absolute value of 6 is 6. What absolute value of 10 is 10. What absolute value of 100 is 100. Million, absolute value of million is million. Since x is greater than or equal to 0. Why we are taking greater than or equal to 0? Because 0 is neither positive nor negative. So 0 is neither positive nor negative. Again, we can say that negative x if x is less than 0. What do you mean when we are saying negative x if x is less than 0? For example, let's say absolute value of x is equal with negative x. What do we mean? For example, what absolute value of negative 5? What's absolute value of negative 5? Since we take x as negative 5, so since we have this negative, again, we have negative 5 right now. What negative plus negative? Negative times negative is positive. So it's equal with 5, right? What absolute value of 5? Absolute value of negative 5, since direction from 0, magnitude of number without considering direction or without considering sign. We can say that absolute value of negative 5 is 5, right? So it's equal with 5. So absolute value of any number is, let me say, absolute value of any number is always positive, right? Positive that number, positive x, for example. Let's say x, so absolute value of x is always, when we take this number outside of absolute value, is always positive, right? It's always positive. So for any number x, element of integer, yeah, for any number x, element of integer, so absolute value of x is always positive x, right? Positive x. So don't consider a number. Now, what do we mean? For example, let me sketch this out like this. For example, again, for example, when we are sketching or writing this one on number line, so we start from 0 to the right, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and continue to the left, 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Since what we are saying here is distance from 0, for example, absolute value of 5, distance from 0 is to this is 5. Absolute value of negative 5, just we start from 0 to this direction, so it's always positive. Why? Because we only taking the magnitude, no need to be considering direction. No need to be considering direction. What direction mean? Direction mean in this case is about a sign. Just about. So we have to be understand absolute value means like this, right? Absolute value means like this. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, please.